Welcome. I am hearing slower than molasses. I have no idea where that's come from, but I keep hearing slower than molasses. So I looked up molasses and what that phrase actually means. And molasses is like a syrup that comes from the process of making sugar. And there's something about molasses being talked about in the Bible, I feel, something like John. Reading about slower than molasses, so that it gives you time to think and time to process. So this could be happening in your life right now, that things are slower than molasses because there's a need for you to reflect on the process. So there is a sudden change about to occur in your life. And this sudden change is going to throw you into a state of contemplation. This may have already happened or it's about to happen, but it feels that you are in a space now of the process of like stuck in that treacly type stuff. And in that moment, it's putting you into contemplation. It's making you have to slow down and think or face your thoughts that you may have been trying to avoid before. Now, this process is actually, it may have put you into a bit of a containment. So you may have felt like plans have been cancelled, or maybe you haven't been very well, or maybe some project or something that you thought was going to go ahead, they've said, no, we're not doing that now. So you may have found yourself with more spare time than you ever have had or that you would normally have. And it's divinely guided to give you that time to think. Now, this sudden shift and change, it's actually kind of breaking something down. It's reframing and changing something in your life at this time, which is not a bad thing. That's a good thing. Sorry, I'm just looking for something. I didn't quite prepare myself this morning, did I? I'm going to get the tea cards for this. So this process then that you're in currently, that you are having to contemplate, I want to get into what is this contemplation about. This will give you a clearer idea of whether this message is for you. Remember, I will never reach out to you first. You will not hear from me unless you message me. So this is my only account as well. Don't be scammed. Don't be scammed. And if you're not sure, just email me. Just drop me an email instead of a DM if you're not sure. Successful outcome to your problems. So this sudden change that has put you into contemplation is actually giving you the key to success here. It's giving you the key to an outcome to a problem that you haven't been able to resolve for a little while. I feel like this has been on the back burner a little bit. You haven't really allowed yourself to think about this, but it's just been put in your face, I feel. Now we've got carrot, opportunity or windfall. So this opportunity is coming through as part of this. So it's almost like I see a situation where things are just going to come together all of a sudden. I'm actually feeling that in the next 3 weeks, something very significant is going to, like a door's going to open for you. Your wildest dream is what I'm just hearing there. Your wildest dream. But I feel like maybe this is why you're watching this video, because you kind of been put into this space of contemplation. It may be seemingly like you're being put on hold, and that could be very frustrating for you, or you may view that as bad luck. But it's actually just temporary problems. It's temporary problems to put you in that container. Okay, to put you in that space. Now, the process of this is actually part of helping you to trust yourself. Oh, something just fell. Okay, what just fell is the rabbit, too much concerned with sexual matters. That's interesting. That literally just, I don't even know how that fell out, because I was holding the cards like this and I just felt something roll down my leg, and it was the rabbit, too much concerned with sexual matters. Now, again, that's another confirmation that this message is for you. If you feel there has been a lot of concern around maybe some kind of temptation or compulsion that you've got going on there, you may have been put on hold with that, and it's given you a whole new realization. You're recognizing, actually, yeah, maybe something does need to change there. Maybe you've got in a healthier idea of your sex life. Let's get into the cards now, because that's kind of throwing a bit of a red herring in there. Yeah, so it's like something that you would normally breeze through that became like being stuck in mud, and it's made you have to stop and think about your choices, about your decisions, about the way that you are driving your life forward. You are getting kind of, I feel like you have spent a lot of time on your own already. Not so much introspection, but more just feeling like that's the best place for you to be. That's the safest place for you to be. You have been doing that to create balance in your life, but feeling like things are falling apart. And a lot of this now, this realization is like, okay, so there's areas of my life that I put a lot of concern or attention into, and other areas seem to be falling apart. Well, you're having these realizations during this period that is bringing you a lot of success. Now, we're saying about 3 weeks that there's going to be a shift or a change and a windfall coming in. So there's something going to be very prosperous for you coming into your life. And I feel like there's an opportunity around December time that is going to put you in some kind of spotlight. Yeah. And during this process, whoever's watching this video, there's going to be some kind of emotional balance with a masculine in your life. So it's like there's someone that I feel maybe admires you, maybe could be to do with this too much concern with sexual matters, but it feels like there's going to be, if it was all very mechanical, for instance, so say if this was a situation that was very mechanical, it was just kind of like getting a need met, there's something more coming through from this. There's something very heartfelt coming through from this. And I feel like this masculine is bringing forward an opportunity. Again, it could be connected to money as well. So I feel like for some of you, you're going to be getting some kind of collaboration in work at about the same time that you're going to get some kind of heartfelt, emotional commitment from a masculine as well. So yeah, there's somebody wanting to work things together, and that's what's going to bring successful outcome to the problem. Let's just see what the temporary problems are though, because that was showing up, wasn't it? So let's see, what are these temporary problems that you're going to face within this? Okay, so something about this sudden change is going to break your heart open. It's like, it's kind of breaking you wide open. But how it's breaking you open is actually a positive thing, because it's bringing balance and also a vision of the future. It's kind of giving you a realization, like this needed to happen. You needed to feel the emotion. Now, what I'm actually getting for this, if you are masculine yourself, then this could be about you opening up emotionally. Like your heart is breaking and you want to bring something forward. So the opportunity could be coming from you to another person, or it could be coming back to you. So just take it how it resonates, depending on what your situation is. Obviously, if you do want a personalized reading, then drop me a DM or an email and we can get that arranged. Okay. There's an energy of feeling like, are you being hoodwinked? Are you actually receiving all of the truth? Is this a game? Is this real? There's a lot of this, and I feel like this is why you've been basically put on your backside and needing to take that time in self-containment, because it is giving you the answers. Because there is this feeling of like not being able to reveal, not being able to quite catch what's happening in the subconscious. And it's like there's this feeling of knowing something is about to happen. Drop me a DM if this resonates with you. I would